It's supposed to be nice and calm and quiet and peaceful, but it is not. Janet and I are standing here watching them cut down trees. And they have closed the path because of it. So we will be doing a 180 and go back to another part of the trail. It's kind of weird. Also, I think I can hear a train behind us. We are on the Beaver Lake trailhead, part of the Whitefish trails. It's kind of fascinating to watch, isn't it? It is. So weird. Hi, it's January 6th. Happy New Year, such as it is. All right, Janet and I got away from the tree cutters. At least we think we did. We think that's why there's no one else on this trail today. There were signs out, and I forgot to check to see what was happening on this trail, so I missed it. Anyway, Whitefish trails are nice. They don't feel very wild because, you know, they just don't feel very wild. And sometimes I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how to explain that. I think they're well traveled. They're not out in Glacier, but they are really, really pretty. So it's really quiet now, as you can tell. We're gonna continue down this trail for a while and see what we come up with. See what we come up with. Let's see what we come up with. It sounds nice out here. Oh, there's somebody up there.
There's on the ridge here too.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, look at them all.
Yeah.
Holy heck, they're everywhere. Wow. We're not holding anybody up, are we?
No.
Okay. I'm not getting you. Wouldn't that be a wonderful close-up of your chin? Oh, there's some. Hello. Welcome to Victoria Knits. I'm Victoria. Yeah, that was a lot of turkeys after that hike. I really enjoyed seeing those. I just want to say hello to all my returning viewers and any new viewers I might have. My subscriber count goes up and down, so I never know if somebody is new or not. There have been a few new people, but I always lose some people too. So anyway, welcome to everyone. Yeah, I loved seeing those turkeys on the way back. I think turkeys are very, very cool looking. We used to see them around our property here, and we haven't seen them in a couple of years. I'm hoping they come back. We do see some down the road. About 5 miles down the road, we'll see some occasionally. So on that hike at the Beaver Lakes Trailhead, Janet and I didn't see any other hikers that day. We walked nearly 10 miles. Sometimes when the trail just keeps going like it does on that hike, we'll just turn around when we feel like it. We'll walk until we feel like it's around lunchtime and we're ready to eat, and then sometimes we'll just turn around from there and go back. One of the nice things about hiking with Janet is she doesn't usually like to leave anything on the table, as in we hike until we're exhausted, and it really does feel good. I'm wearing the sweater I had on that day. Probably my second or third sweater I ever knit. It's synthetic yarn, which I don't mind. I used a lot of synthetic yarn when I started knitting, just like most people, and I still turn to it sometimes for certain projects. This one is really nice because I can throw this in the washer and dryer, and it's good to go again. So that hike took place on January 6th. Yeah. That'll be a special day, won't it? So we missed the drama happening at the Capitol building until we got home, and then, yeah. Lord Almighty, that was insane. Appalling. Extremely appalling. That was not good. Not good. I'm glad that's over. Oh, yeah. What can I say about that? What a mess, huh? Anyway, aha! I'm still not knitting. For those who don't know, I have tendonitis in my left arm, even though I'm right-handed. You would think it would show up in my right hand, but it didn't. It showed up in my left hand, the hand I grip my yarn with, my project with. I don't know. Anyway, it's been 4 months. 4 long months since I've been able to knit, and I will talk more about that later. All right, on to the next hike. Okay, the next hike Janet and I and Carmen took together on January 22nd, and I was wearing this sweater. I really like this sweater too. This was probably my third sweater I ever made. So, and what makes me think that, it was so long ago I don't know, but what makes me think it has short rows on the back, near the neck. So, for me at least, it took a while to get comfortable with short rows, to understand what they were and how useful they are. So, this was probably my third sweater. And it was made out of yarn from my craft group at the time. We all brought yarn pieces into the craft group that we weren't using, put them in a big pile. This is Jessie. And then we rolled them up and we each made something out of it, and I made this sweater. I did add the black to it. That was not part of what the group brought, but I really like this sweater because it reminds me of that craft group in Kuna. All right, so January 22nd, Carmen and I and Janet went together and I tried something new. Yes, those are skis on my feet. They are not downhill skis, but cross-country skis. I've probably been cross-country skiing once before in my life, but so long ago that it doesn't count. So, yeah, I did enjoy it. It's different from hiking, that's for sure. When I get better at it, I'll say, I'll enjoy it more. The hardest part for me was relaxing. I'm 65 years old and my mind tells me that when I have a slippery surface underneath me, that's not good. That's good, not good. I should panic and I should tense. My whole body should tense up, which is not the smartest thing.
Take a picture of you?
Yeah, that'd be great. I spent a lot of time trying to get myself to relax while I was skiing. I played a song inside my head. I told myself to relax. Towards the end, when I was getting a little more comfortable with controlling the skis, I got a little bit better about it. But I joked with Janet and I said, you should have told me to chug a glass of wine before this. So I'd feel more relaxed and not be all tensed up. But anyway, it was really fun. And then, so something else I've been doing is watching two of my grandsons. They came overnight, and so what follows is the circus. It's Russell and Nico and I trying to talk about yarn together.
Are you ready?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're ready.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Russell said he would help me with the podcast today.
Where's that?
Huh?
Where's that thing? Where's the yarn?
Oh, right here. I thought I would show off some yarn I have purchased lately. Okay, you gonna help me?
Yeah.
All right.
Open it up.
Let's look at this one first. See what you think of this.
No, yes, no. No. Yeah.
No.
Yes. Hey, it has a crab.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I came from back east. This was a gift I got, a prize I won from Aquila. This is the last.
You got a prize. You won one time.
Yes, I did.
That's what prize you got.
Yes.
Good job, Grandma.
Thank you, Russell. Isn't it lovely?
Yeah.
Do you love those colors?
Yeah.
I do too. It's called Dancing Dress.
And who's it from? Hi.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, we're going again.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Everybody. Hi, everybody. Are these microphones?
They sure are, Russell. We're going to get through this one way or another. Russell!
Yeah, the rest of us will.
Look at that.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
I like that one way better.
Do you?
I'm going to do your mouth.
I thought
Now
we got a phone call. This is from Huckleberry Knits.
Huckleberry Mountain?
No, Huckleberry Knits. It's called Willow. Oh, it's willow yarn, but here's what I'm just trying to remember why I bought this. It's because it's called Going to the Sun. This is for Glacier National Park. She named this yarn after going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park. Yes, I am talking in the microphone. So I pretty much had to have this one, and I think it's really lovely. Yes, you can talk. You can talk.
I did.
What do you want to say?
Anything?
Anything?
Don't know.
Okay. We got another one to look at, Russell.
Ooh,
We got two more to look at, I think.
Is it in a prize?
No, I just bought these because even I'm still not knitting, as I've probably told you guys. Okay. All right. What do you think of that one?
I like that one way better too.
Okay, this one is called. Okay, this one is called. This one is from Woolen Women Fibers, who have a podcast also.
I'm out.
What is he saying?
Can't get the icing out.
I can't get the ice cream out. This is called A Peek Under the Christmas Tree.
I'm going to Poopa.
And I think that's really super pretty.
Why is it doing that?
Why is it doing that? Russell and Nico today got a new Lego. It's an ice cream. Ice cream.
No laughing!
Okay.
Doing that.
Okay. We have one more. Oh yeah, look at this. So I've never ordered from Teeny Button Studios before, but she had this one.
Oh, this is the best one. No more!
Everyone's the best. It's really pretty, isn't it?
Yes. I did the out.
You can't get the ice cream out? Okay, I'm going to help you in a minute. Do you want to go have Poopa help you?
Well.
Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Here you go, Nico. Take that to Poopa.
Can you tell me what to say right now?
You can say whatever you want. What do you think of this yarn?
I like it.
It is called, the name of this yarn, it's from Teeny Button Studios. This is the first yarn I've had from her. And I couldn't resist it because sometimes you buy yarn just for the name. You know what the name of this one is? This yarn is called? You know what this is called?
Yeah.
Cotton-headed Knitting Muggins.
Oh.
He's not impressed. I am impressed.
I am impressed!
That's from the movie Elf. Cotton-headed Knitting Muggins. I thought that was super cute. Russell just had a blue sucker, didn't you? And your tongue's all blue now.
And I had a yellow sucker, and then my tongue was yellow.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't want to forget this. Look at these.
Oh! That is pretty. Let's
Aren't
open it.
those nice?
Can we open
My
it?
friend Jan
That's
Swarbrick
a lot of yarn.
in Guernsey.
Are you going to knit with that
I
yarn?
am going to knit with this yarn.
You knit with a lot of yarn.
Well, I will eventually. She sent me these. Aren't those beautiful?
Yes.
Oh, I think these are so pretty.
Let me see those. Whoa.
These are from Knit Style Yarns, and they are
Look at them. Look at
based
them.
on
Look at them.
Christmas Vacation movie. I love them.
Look at them.
That's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Me too.
So you guys are seeing a lot of Christmas yarns, because you know, it just passed and I was...
Dun, 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 dun. I'm impressed with all of them.
I was in the middle of buying all that thing. Thank you, Jan, so much. That was such a surprise to see.
Missing dog.
One other thing I have purchased is this book from Corey Eichelberger. Corey Eichelberger. Everybody knows her. I Rock Knits. Russell, what do you think of these patterns?
I like them too.
Do you like the, well, there's scarves, there's pillows. Sweater. She has a sweater pattern in here, and then you can make it into a dress. I would love to do that.
Oh no!
Oh, did you break somebody's arm?
Yes!
It just pulled off. I'm sure we can get it back together.
Whisper.
Whisper? Why should we whisper?
Because I don't want to.
Hey, Russell, do you want to tell them what you've been doing?
Yes.
What have you been doing? What classes are you taking now?
Karate classes and art class.
Yes. And how are you liking karate?
Good.
You like it pretty much?
Teaching me a lot of karate stuff.
Lots of karate stuff?
I've already got my first stripe on my belt.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh?
I got some ice cream.
You got some ice cream.
For you.
That's delicious. Okay, so we have a couple winners to announce. On my last podcast, actual podcast, not Vlogmas, I said I was going to pick 2 winners for the Herb Splatter Socks pattern by Christine Gladwin. Well, I said I was going to pick 1 winner. It's been so long, I'm going to pick 2. So the first winner is, can you read that?
Spell.
Penny.
Penny.
Penny, you're one of the winners.
And
the other winner is, can you spell that? What's that? Okay, the second winner is Sheila from Three Sisters Knit.
Sheila.
So I will be sending, each of you Herb Splatter Socks pattern. Russell, you got it? You got it right. I think that's about all Russell and I have to talk about right now, right?
Yes.
Does that sound about right? Can you say goodbye, everybody?
Look.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And see you later.
See you later.
We try to keep the boys busy while they're with us. I bought him Russell just got into Legos, so I bought him this ice cream truck. Lego ice cream truck to construct, and Kim put it together. He brought out his other Lego pieces that he has. The boys, Larky always provides a little bit of entertainment for the boys. And Russell demonstrates his winking here.
Hello.
Okay.
Hi, Mom and Dad. And look at my big winky.
Who taught you how to wink?
Papa.
Okay, Nico has a game of what does this look like now? I probably started this with the boys a while back with Russell. So one time to get Russell to eat something, you take a piece of solid food, cracker, piece of cheese, whatever, something like that. You look at it and I would say to Russell, so what does this look like to you? And we would make up stuff that it looked like. A zebra, the state of Minnesota, some kind of shape it reminded us of. Then Russell would take a bite of it and he'd say, well, what does it look like now? That's the game Nico is playing here. What?
Now it's like. What's it?
Ramp?
Yeah.
We set up the Christmas train that Kim had bought them a while back. And for some extra entertainment, which Russell and Nico really enjoyed, I played with iMovie for a bit and came up with these 2 things. And after we took them home, I played ninja with them for a little while so their mom could get her work done for the day.
Help!
Hey.
Another fire-breathing dragon!
And they're down. And one of their latest things is telling jokes.
Your joke, Nico.
Knock knock. Who's there? Monster.
Monster truck who?
Mine did a down my head.
Oh man, that's a good
No,
one. dude.
don't, Dessa.
Okay.
Your turn, Dad.
Nope, it's Russell's turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Why did the picture cross the road?
I have no idea.
He can cross the road. He's got eyes, legs, and hands.
Oh man.
But when Russell is on a video call with his tutor, that kid is focused. I didn't say what today is. Today's February 1st. Yeah. So on, yeah, come on, Jesse. So on January 28th, Janet and I took another hike. We went to the Twin Bridges part of the Whitefish Trails. We hadn't been to this one before. And we didn't realize that it involved a lot of bike trails with some odd names. And with a lot of bike jumps.
Nothing like 50 tons of rock to muffle the noise.
Yeah, no kidding. What the hell is today? 28th? Jeez, I don't know.
If I knew what day my anniversary was, I could tell you the date.
You know, it's no surprise nobody's been down this trail.
Again.
I see that. Oh. Holy cow. We hiked about 6 miles that day, and what I really enjoy is after a fresh layer of snow, how all the other trail users, their tracks show up in the snow. There were dog tracks. Squirrel tracks. probably crow tracks. Rabbit tracks. And of course the ubiquitous deer tracks. What I don't have is any photo or video of me crawling up a hill on my hands and feet. So parts of the trail were so icy that and steep that I could not get them up there. Now I had on my yak tracks. Janet and I both had on our yak tracks. If you don't know what those are spiky things that fit over the bottom of your shoe, your hiking boots or whatever. They come in different styles and pricing. But mine were not getting me up that hill. So I was on my hands and feet trying to get up that hill. I made it. It was it was kind of iffy at times. It was pretty funny. And then on part of the hill, on part of the trail, I actually instead of hands and knees going up, I did butt coming down because sliding was easier than having my feet go out from under me on those icy parts. It was still fun. We saw 2 other hikers that day. That was it. So yeah, I haven't knit in 4 months, as I said. Gosh. I hardly know what to say about that. I'll be honest, it's been hard. It has been hard. Does life go on when a knitter can't knit? Yeah, it does. I've been doing some walking, and I want to thank Linda, one of my viewers, Mavie, for this book. She sent me this. She sent one for myself, and she also sent one for Janet. It's a book about walking, a journal for mindful walking. I have started using it. I'm really, really enjoying it. It has some space for notes, ideas about things to look for while you're walking. I'm really enjoying it. I love this little quote at the beginning. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. That's from Friedrich Nietzsche. I really like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's been very enjoyable. Yeah, really enjoying that. Another thing I'm doing is I've been doing some reading. I finished that book, Deliverance, Mary Fields, and I started this one. I'm really enjoying this one. It gives me some tangents to go investigate and look at. It's The End of Night, Searching for Natural Darkness in an Age of Artificial Light by Paul Bogard. Yeah, I like this one. I have 2 more on deck. The Other Slavery, The Uncovered Story of Indian Enslavement in America. This was recommended to me by my friend Chris Latreille, the writer Chris Latreille. That's on deck. Another one recommended by him is Braiding Sweetgrass. This is by Robin Wall Kimmerer. And I've heard great things about this one too. So yeah, I have been doing that. Been doing some jigsaw puzzles, but I'm not too comfortable doing too much of that because it's a lot of pinchy stuff. But I have done some. What else have I been doing? Oh, I told you about those, I think during Vlogmas I showed you, I showed you that newspaper part, that section that Janet gave me that had some puzzles in it. Well, I found out that I like cryptograms. It's been one of my favorite things to do. I don't know if you've never done it. What it is there's just this jumble of words, and they can be quotes or whatever, different things. But you have no idea what letters stand for what, and you have to start guessing. There's some, you start out with maybe if it's a single letter, it's either an A or an I, and then you can go from there. It's basically what it is. But it's been fun. It gives me something to do. Besides, I don't want to spend too much time on TV, but, you know, I do anyway. A couple of quotes I like from this one. And that's one of the advantages of it too. You must understand the whole of life. That is why you must read, must look at the stars, must sing and dance and write poems and suffer and understand, for all that is life. And that's by J. Krishnamurti. Krishnamurti. I like that quote a lot. I also like this one too, which I wouldn't have thought I would, but I did. I'm just totally normal, and that's why I'm in trouble, because I'm normal and slightly arrogant. A lot of people don't like themselves, and I happen to be so totally in love with myself. That's Mike Tyson. I think we should all be in love with ourselves, right? Yeah, I think I know I struggle with being in love with myself, but I like that. I kind of like that notion. We gotta be in love with ourselves. Okay. So I've been walking. I've been taking Larky out for walks because, yeah, my husband Kim now has plantar, what is it? Plantar fasciosis? Plantar fasciitis. Fasciitis. I think that's how you pronounce it. So he has that. So basically, the two of us are making up one whole person. He can't take Larky on walks with me anymore because it hurts his feet too much. So he's resting his feet. I can't take Larky on walks and hold on to his leash because he pulls too much. So what I've been doing is I drive Larky to a section of a walk that he can be off leash, and then I can just walk with him. I keep the leash with me in case I need to put him on it for cars or whatever. But so that works out. But yeah, it's been interesting with Kim having that and me having my tendonitis. I will say I think the tendonitis is improving. It's not finished. I'm not healed, but I can tell it's getting better. It is definitely getting better. I had somebody ask me that the other day on Instagram, and I thought, you know, it is getting better. It's not painful every day, all day long. Anyway, so yeah, that's getting better. I do have to admit it's a little tough to watch other knitting podcasts when I can't knit. Not too much. That's not too painful. Nobody wants to hear me whine about this, I'm sure. What I really have a hard time doing is watching, looking at Instagram and seeing all the beautiful projects, page after page after page, scrolling through Instagram. I kind of have to bypass a lot of those because right now besides not knitting, I'm not looking for new patterns. So if somebody sends me a pattern, a link to a pattern that they think I'll like, it has to be a really good pattern for me to go and get it. Because I'm 4 months behind everybody now, and probably will be 5 or 6 months behind everybody by the time I start knitting again. I have a lot of projects I need to wrap up, so I'm not really looking for new things to cast on. I have plenty of things that I want to cast on. Not that need to be cast on, but I want to cast on. So yeah, it's tough, but of course life continues. You go, you find stuff to do. You walk your dog a lot. And you probably watch too much TV. One knitting podcast I'd like to recommend is Sally's Backyard. She just started her own podcast. It's short, it's sweet, and I suggest you go check that out. And I will link to everything below. And speaking of linking below, I am on Instagram. I'm Victoria Jean W. On Ravelry, I'm Victoria Jean. And you can always contact me by email at vjwilliams54@gmail.com. So I have been watching TV. I watched Trapped. That was on Amazon Prime. It was filmed in Iceland with subtitles. If you can't stand subtitles, you're in trouble. I really enjoyed that show. Kim is not so hot on subtitles, so I watched it by myself. I thought it was really good. They say it's going to get a sequel, which is going to be on Netflix. And the sequel is going to be called Entrapped. It's supposed to launch this year on Netflix. It's a mystery kind of detective show is what it is. And I really liked it. One of the things I really liked was all the knitwear. Holy cow. Iceland, the knitwear, of course. Everybody's got on their colorwork heavy sweater, right? They're beautiful. And their colorwork hats, also their felted hats. It was really fun to watch. They were even wearing sweaters with huge holes in them, like this is our sweater. I enjoyed that. I also enjoyed the part where the detective came in to talk to a shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper had to take them back to his office, and he said, "Oh, excuse my knitting. I was knitting on this project." I really like that. All right, I've also been watching, watching a show about Iceland makes you say, "Oh, well, what about this about Iceland?" I just end up with a lot of questions and end up learning things about Iceland. So that was fun. Rachel from Joy Equals Yarn podcast recommended Imposters on Netflix. I would highly recommend that show. Imposters has been a lot of fun to watch. 2 seasons. It's been really fun. Like everybody else, well, I shouldn't say like everybody else. I shouldn't speak for everybody. I don't like to do that. But anyway, Bridgerton has been very popular. I resisted it for quite a while because it looked too silly and cute, or I don't know, syrupy sweet or something. So I resisted it for a while, and then I went and watched it, and then I couldn't stop watching it. It is pretty. It's very pretty. There is some sex in there, so be ready for that. It's a pretty show. It's not a thinking show. I appreciated the fact that it had, that the group of actors was very racially diverse. What a breath of fresh air that was. And I did enjoy that. I will watch it when it comes back, for sure. When they have another season up, I'll continue to watch that. It's kind of the show you need when you don't need a lot of heavy stuff, and you don't want to have to think too hard. It's a good show for that. All right, I also have I thought I'd throw this in. You're just going to get whatever, right? I haven't been knitting. Sorry, guys. I have a cautionary tale about toes. Yeah, I'm going to show you this video. Don't hike 10 miles in your brand new hiking boots that you've never worn before. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of you are saying, no shit. Not the smartest thing to do, was it? No, it wasn't. They hurt for about a week. That was, gosh, I'll have to put the date that was when I did that. That was after one of the Avalanche Plus hikes that Janet and I did together. I think we did it during Vlogmas. Pretty sure we did. But yeah, they hurt for a week or 2 after that, but they don't hurt anymore. They do provide some entertainment for Russell. He's always interested to see what's going on with my big purple toenails. Oh, and something else we've been doing. Kim's been growing microgreens. My son Casey got us started on that. My son Casey's been growing microgreens at his apartment in Seattle for quite a while, he and his family. And Kim and I thought that'd be fun to do. I haven't been involved in planting it, but Kim has been. If you don't know anything about microgreens, basically they're really good for you and very easy to grow. Just Google microgreens on YouTube. You'll find out all kinds of stuff. So I have eaten the microgreens on, I've just been putting them on anything because they finally are grown enough. They're ready to harvest now. I have put them on eggs. I've put them on pizza. I have put them on soup. Kim, of course, puts them in salad. You can use them in smoothies. Yeah, I find them really interesting. We'll probably be sharing some of those with my daughter and son-in-law because there's quite a few upstairs. It's been really fun. So this one's amaranth.
Yep.
This is
Just a basic salad mix.
basic salad mix. Different kinds of lettuce.
Different greens, yep.
Okay. I think I'll do the amaranth for my eggs today. So you just hold it and cut it down here a little bit.
Right level with the tray lid.
Okay.
Just don't want to have to get any dirt. So
No dirt. Okay.
there you go.
Cool. All right. I did want to talk about a kind of a serious issue. I thought I'd throw this in here. I shared it on my Instagram feed. My son-in-law, Chris, his stepmother is missing. Her name is Deb Hendricks, and I'm going to throw a picture in here of her. Just in the off chance. We don't know where she is. She's been missing for about 3 weeks now. And as you can imagine, her husband is desperate to find her. She doesn't have any money. Yeah, I've met Deb a couple times, and she's a very nice person. So just in case, yeah, just in case, there's that. The off the porch segment is going to be these crows that we've been watching out the front window. It took me a while to figure out if they were crows or ravens. I had to do some research to figure that out. They are crows. They're very interesting birds. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with how intelligent crows are. Here's just a couple of facts. They don't breed until they are at least 2 years old. And most of them don't breed until they are about 4 years old. They stay with their family unit, with their parents, and they help out raising the younger crows. Families can include up to 15 individuals and contain young from 5 different years. They have a tendency to eat roadkill, but they're not specialized for that. Their bills are large, but they can't break through much. They can't break through the skin of even a gray squirrel. They have to wait for something else to come along and tear the carcass open. They are good foragers, and they are good at finding food. We've been watching them on our suet cakes out front. That's been really fun. You can see some of them will pick off pieces and drop them to the crows below. And then a lot of crows will just sit down there and wait for those pieces to come down and eat. Crows will make and use tools. The oldest recorded crow was at least 16 years old. And a captive crow in New York lived to be 59. They are known for their problem-solving skills and amazing communication. For example, when a crow encounters a mean human, it will teach other crows how to identify them. They don't forget a face. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'll link to some videos on crows below too. Okay, it's afternoon, and I wanted to show you guys one of Larky's walks, and he hasn't been for a walk yet today, so we're gonna try to go do that. What do you say, bud? Yeah, you can go for a walk? Larky's a good car rider. That's one of the things I really appreciate him. He's good in the car. So let's go do this. So this is where I walk Larky without Kim, because he can pretty much roam pretty free on here. I'll show you where we're walking. this is where we're at. It's a big old subdivision with not much traffic and not very many houses. Not very many cars, not very many houses. He does pretty well here. So if a car does come along, then I have my trusty leash here, and I'll call him over and put him on it for a few minutes if I need to, but it works out pretty well. Well, he likes to find crap along the way. The thing he has now is a skull. Yeah, I don't know, deer skull, coyote skull. I don't know. He found it a couple times ago when we were out here. He has found beer bottles, wine cartons, cans. People throw stuff out. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, it's awful. Litter, crummy litter. We don't like it. So I thought I'd just bring you guys along today. It takes us about an hour to do this walk. It's about 3 miles, so it probably takes us a little over an hour. But it's a nice walk, and it's really warm out today. He sees the sign, and he's barking at it. It's really warm out. It's like 39 degrees out, so it's pretty nice out today. All right, here we go. Good boy, Larky. Good boy. It's really quiet other than those gunshots you may have heard. No, it's not hunting season. It's either somebody doing target practice or I think there's somebody who, what do they call it? Sights people's scopes around here. And he or she does a lot of shooting. So that's probably what it is. Other than that, it's really quiet. Just saw a deer run across the road. There's someone's driveway. We often see deer through here. Larky he either doesn't see them, or when he does see them, he's not that interested because I think he's used to that electric or that invisible fence. And so I think he's worried he'll get zapped if he chases them, which is just fine. He should not be chasing deer. Oh, Larky. Yeah. No chasing of the deer. That's how most of the houses are here. They're tucked back off a driveway, usually behind some trees. Okay, we're almost finished with our walk. We are about 3/4 to finished. We haven't seen another person. Although I see some people I see some people walking down there with a dog. So I thought I would take a minute to announce the winners of my Have Yarn Will Travel 2020 knit along. I want to thank everybody for joining in on that. I had 17 entries in the finished objects chatter thread, or the finished objects thread. Thank you so much. I didn't get mine finished, but I will someday. I had Kim pick the winners, just randomly. And I have contacted 2 of them and gotten the okay to put their pictures on my podcast of their finished objects. And I think that'll be okay with everybody because everything's on Ravelry, so it's pretty public. Okay. The first winner, just looking around me, I saw a deer over here, but I assume she has left, and Larky's being a good boy. The first winner is Linda. I think she goes by Elmicole. Anyway, congratulations, Linda. She knit the Miraflores cowl by Kristen Jancook. And she put down, this is her quote: "I was thinking of sitting on a beach somewhere while I knitted this beautiful cowl." And she included this beautiful picture of a beach. It was really, really pretty. She's the number one winner. I chose 3 winners just because it's been a long time. The second winner was Catherine, and her Ravelry name is KDJKnits. And she knit the Harvest Cardigan by Tin Can Knits. And her quote was, "My travel adventure with my first harvest cardigan is gathering purple wildflowers on a hike. The yarn is variegated purples. I enjoy the flowers that Victoria shows on her great hiking adventures, and also have memories of hiking in Colorado where I used to live. It was always a treat when I'd come upon delicate columbine flowers." So she knit 2 cardigans, one to donate, this little one, that's the one I chose as the winner. And she knit another one, her size, and I'll show you that one too. All right, third and final winner, Jan's Crafty Crochet. Jan knit the Merry Dancers Tourie by Shetland Handspun. And her quote was, "I have a small stash of some wool/alpaca blend yarn, Drops Lima, and decided I should have enough. This hat was a free pattern from the Shetland Wool Week 2018, and I have made it previously, but found that one a little large. I am now making the smaller one here. I would love to visit the Shetland Isles, and more especially at the time of the Wool Week. I bet it would be really great to experience. Here on the island of Guernsey, we never have any kind of fiber festival, only a local competition for crafts, which I have entered before." No fiber festival, Jan. That's terrible. I'll check on that dog. He's still being good. Thank you, everyone, for entering. I don't need anybody to contact me. I will contact all 3 of you on Ravelry and get together with you on how to get your prizes to you. I just really appreciate everyone entering. Got to keep an eye on him. And I think I'm just going to wrap up the podcast here. I don't think there's much else to show. There wasn't much exciting off the porch stuff today other than the crows. I will include a little video of, I saw some deer kind of up close the other day, this week when I was out moving the trail cam. And that's always fun to see. All right, it's 3 in the afternoon. As I said, we're about wrapped up here. So, gosh, you guys, appreciate you so much for watching. I don't know when the next podcast will be out or next episode, but, you know, I'm sure it will. Goodbye from Northwest Montana. Thanks for watching. Oh. What are you guys up to this morning, huh? None of my business. I believe it. Hi. All right, I'll leave you alone.